Hello everyone. Welcome to another day of Fallout 76. I'm Mr. Epos and we are here to have some fun. And hopefully everything is working as we are loading in. Hello Derek and hello RSPS. Welcome. How are you guys doing today? If you're doing well? You can jump over to the private server, Derek. I have some medics if you want. It's slowly loading in eventually. Only takes forever. All good here, thanks. Glad to hear. Hello, Silver. Welcome. Can we drag Derek through a raid? Pretty sure we can. Good weekend, all. Hello, Johan. Welcome. How are you doing today? If you're doing well, good weekend to you as well. Bane is here as well. Hello, Bane. Why am I over cucumbered? No comments from chat, please. Hi, Bang. Because that's not supposed to be there. 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 Hello, Bane. Welcome. I swear I took some out of my stash days ago and it didn't count on PC but on PlayStation. Stash, it doesn't count. Scrap at 8 box, it does count. So there's probably the difference. Why are we in a private world? I want AFK. No? Not allowed? Hello, Maximilian. Welcome. How are you doing today? Are you doing well? Let's see, where is Derek? Let's go to his camp. Oh, there. Oh, a perfect platform. I love a good platform. See, there is a gift. Ah. What? Camp rating or camp rating? Neither. Oh, you don't have an 8 box, obviously. Bane has an 8 box, I'm sure. See, now I see the shields instead of the wrenches. Why do I see the shields now? Last time I saw wrenches, not shields. Ooh, some chemical. Totally not stealing anything or don't know what you're talking about. Bane, where's your 8 box? Don't care. Thank you. Oh, 8 bucks. Is this the one where I have to go inside the building? Can everybody else hear? It should be audible. How blind am I today? Ah, there it is. Thank you, Bane. Medics. I can hear you now. Yay! Hello, Angel. Welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you, Bane. I only need 2 medics. Okay. I think there's 2 medics somewhere in there. Well, that's Landy. It's not Derek. Go to his account. Freaking thief! I don't know what you're talking about. Does it count grabbing it from a donation box? I don't know. So we're gonna try by dropping it just on the ground for him. See if that counts. And if that doesn't, we can try a donation box. Yes, no. It does not. Okay. Hold on, let's go. Why do you have your camp all the way over here? Let's go into Flatwoods. This one? Oh, is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Yes. The Blood Eagle clothes and Outcast power armor paint look great together. I bet. For everybody trying something different on looks. But it's power armor, so let's see if it counts in that aid box. It probably doesn't. Nope, okay. And buy 2 from chat. Buy 2 from the robot. I gave him a bunch. He should have 12. I can refund you the caps if you want. But that should count. Ash Cave location of at least 1 or 2 medics if I serve. There should be a bunch of medics in the tattoo parlor. But he doesn't have a lot of stuff open already on the map, so I don't know if he can see it or not. Still nothing. Okay, then let's see. Where is the big owl? Doesn't Highway Town have like 6 medics in a room? I don't know about Highway Town. I know about the tattoo parlor Big Owl. He has like 12 or like 6 or something. Not 12, 6. And Derek should be able to follow me in, just walking in. Plus there should be 2 or 3 upstairs in the tattoo parlor part. Can we craft medics? I can, but I don't know if you can. But fast travel to me. There's a bunch of world spawn medics in here. We got one somewhere under here. Where is it? No. Supposed to be there. Since when is there no medics in here? What the hell? Is it all downstairs? I thought it was in here. Angel, what the hell? Angel, what the hell? Why? There's one. Thank you very, very, very much, Angel. You are a legend. There should be more downstairs. I like the sound it makes. You're welcome. Well, thank you very, 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 very much. There should be more in here. I just don't know why I'm not seeing it. It should be relatively obvious. been in here forever, but there were a bunch of them upstairs in the tattoo parlor before. Hello, Catherine. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you can hear me between the loud noises and stuff. Pretty sure I had Cycle Boy in the friends list in the game, but deleted him by mistake. It's Cycle Boy 81, I think. Yes, it's Cycle Boy 81. I'm good. You? So far, so good. I am very, very surprised by Angel. And very confused why I cannot find the bloody Mad-X. I know it's in here, but I can't see it. Can't seem to find it. Or they've removed it somehow, sometime. This was a super easy farm for Mad-X. Okay, now we can put the game volume back. I lowered it because for some reason the audio tune for notifications, I can't lower the volume somehow. All of a sudden that doesn't work anymore. Hello Mandy and hello ETC, welcome, welcome. I am very, very, very keyed up because there used to be one up here and up there and up there. Down there there was a couple, and on this plate there was one, on this table was one, over here were some, and then in the waiting room were some, but there's nothing there. There's a magazine, by the way. So I don't get it. Magazine? You can do the collectibles for your challenges. I don't get it. Hello, Blade. I go back to music mode. Thank you, Mr. Easy later. Thank you very much for dropping in, Johan. Happy lurking, Blade. And thank you very much for dropping by. Is it the frat house that is more in the bedroom? Or I can check. No small keyboards today. No, he's behind the PC. So now he has an actual keyboard and not a phone keyboard. For people like me who have a thumb about the size of an entire screen of a phone, it's kind of difficult. It says you are too close to fast travel. Oh, well, that's not very nice. Red Road.
Is there anything fun happening?
I'm confused why there's no longer any Mad-X in the tattoo parlor.
Oh. Can't you just take it out of your med box? I think you can do that.
Out of the I can take it out of my cam box, but we're trying to get it for Derek. So we tried dropping it. I tried to sell it to a vendor for him.
Oh.
Tried to put it in a donation box. And I'm like, I know there's a bunch of them over at the tattoo parlor. And then we went there, and there was nothing there. There was one.
Let's see.
And I was convinced there was like 6 or so, 7.
Is Mad-X one we can craft? It is, right?
I don't know. I do not legitimately do not know.
Did you check? Because usually crafting those would count.
Yes, but I don't know if he can craft it. That's one. I know I can.
Yeah,
craft
but
it.
I mean, you could always hook him up with the recipe if it is.
If I have it.
Well, you could buy it for him.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
I mean, come on.
I don't know where I can buy it, but
Let me see. Let me check him. I just spawned into the world.
no medics here. No medics here.
All right, let's check the
Weird.
chem bench here if that's a thing. It's a thing you can craft. I have no idea.
White Spring Service entrance. Ooh, shit,
Drugs.
that's 300 caps. For Ash Cave, in the building on the right, you might find it on the desk.
Mentats. No. Healing. It's probably not considered healing.
First space
Yeah, I'm
win,
not.
obviously.
I'm not seeing it.
Maybe
All right,
it's
so
a
we're looking
default
for
recipe.
we're
I don't
looking
know.
for Med-X. That's
Yes.
the goal.
Yes. Medics. A statics world spawn that he can pick up.
Oh.
It can be in the interior, can be outside. It's okay as long as he can come by and pick it up.
Thank you, whoever gifted me the membership. Sweet.
That
I can enjoy
was
all
Angel, just like with you.
Oh, thanks, Angel. I can enjoy the sweet benefits of being a member.
Yes. There's no benefits, but yes.
It's all about the prestige.
Over here, I can guarantee you there's no benefits. And that's what I say to people. You don't need to buy first or a membership here because there's nothing. I can do nothing for you.
Okay, so 4 can be. I'm assuming you looked at the wiki and you're checking those places.
I have not.
Okay, so it says 4 can be found inside Big Al's tattoo parlor.
Yes, we found one.
3 can be found inside the Right Spring Resort, but it doesn't say where. That's kind of not. That's pretty vague.
Chem vendor at Highway Town may have it for sale, but that's different for each player. That's true.
Yeah, and you
Found
can
one in
check
tent outside
the
of
well, what
Hall
about
Tech
the
behind
chem
the
vendors at
homes.
the train stations?
He got it.
He got it? All right.
He got one at
How
the
many
chem
did you
vendor.
need?
You need 2, right?
Oh, just 2? Okay.
I think.
Got
Select
one
medic.
already.
Oh, I forgot to wear the tough love helmet.
All right.
I got one already. I know, but now I'm kicked off, and I need to know where the bloody hell that stupid thing is. I'm good, boys. I know, but my brain is not. Now my brain is curious. Like, what the hell? Where is it? Notes, recipes. There's no recipe in here. Okay. But glad that you got it finished, Eric.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a thing you can buy. It doesn't look like it's one you can craft.
Weird.
Yeah, I checked the chem bench and it wasn't there.
Yeah, and you're probably on one of your old characters, so he has everything.
Yeah, I'm on my main,
basically.
so I know I know everything. Well, as far as the chems go.
Yeah, but pretty much anything that's even logically viable to get, you have.
Yeah.
Gearing up. Okay.
Oh, gearing up. How about that? And as soon as that pops, my camp gets attacked by stinking scorched. And I'm sure they'll spawn in one at a time because that's what they do.
Obviously.
So I'll be there when
you
I can.
This is such a weird thing. You can buy plasma gun aligned flamer barrels, but it's not for the Enclave plasma flamer barrel.
Oh, it's a trick.
Yes. Oh no.
It's a trick.
I can take this ridiculous helmet off? No, you keep it on.
I never even crafted it.
Why am I that far over to cover? I think I need to do the same thing on this one as I did on my other account.
Oh, I got XP for teammate completing a quest. All right.
Yeah. I think I need to drop 500 pounds of stuff on this one thing. And I need to craft that stupid helmet. Only until next week. Even a random encounter drug raider doesn't have a plan for it. I don't know. It says that there is no plan on the wiki, and like I said, Wiggle has a stupid amount.
There's no plan. There's no plan. If there was, I'd be able to craft it.
A stupid amount of things. So I haven't even claimed it yet. That frick. What am I even doing here?
I don't know. Oh, my voice is gone. I turned off my audio because of the stupid Mothman.
Aww.
Let's see here. Audio, voice.
Don't you love the Mothman?
I do not. I just don't.
Come on. Yes. True. I'm just doing this event and then we can take my face. No, we need to pull you through a raid.
A lot of dogs. Jeez.
Helmets? No. Where's headwear?
We almost have enough for a raid team on here, but...
No, we need to pull him through a raid. We can do that. Not that difficult.
You already got a raid team. I don't have a raid team.
Well, Bane is AFK because he wanted to AFK.
He's here.
Ah, he's actually alive.
It's a
miracle.
He's at this event. Yeah, he's running around at this event.
It's a miracle. Hello, Andy. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well.
I'm sure we could get someone else.
I see Bane doing a lot. That's good. Because I'm very slow, but I will get there. Hopefully, at some point. There's the food eaten. Get the XP, and then I'll travel. Bane does not do events. Apparently he does. I'm sorry for accusing you, Bane, but you came in here. I want to go on a public world because so I can AFK. So you cannot blame me for thinking you were AFK. Also, see, Blade is agreeing with me. Not just me saying you're always AFK. And I'm sure if Pip was here, he would say that too. Anyway, to somehow get what you want without RNG from Jasmine? Nope. It is purely RNG and just spawn, try, rip, and hope, pray. It's even worse than most vendors, because most vendors have at least an X amount of things that are guaranteed. And for Jasmine, there's nothing guaranteed. Okay, do we have anything that doesn't go poof? We do. What's he doing over there? And using her for melee buffs. Plus 230% melee damage foods are great. They are. They're not even that hard to craft. Just requires a shit ton of meat. And the easiest one to craft in large amounts is Yao Guai. Got the Yao Guai ribs, pastry, and then there's the Yao Guai stew. Pastry is the one that gives you carry weight, ribs give you 100%, and stew gives you 230%.
Yao Guai stew sounds like some guy named Stu who likes bears.
What kind of bear?
Yao Guais.
Ah, a Yogi bear.
It's that crazy guy that lives with the bears. Oh, that's Yao Guai stew.
Yeah, that's true. That would work. Yeah. Just as a nickname, that would work. I was thinking completely other things, like a title or something. I didn't even consider it as a nickname. Don't worry, it's just Yowwise too. It's fine. He's just weird. You'll get used to him.
Deathclaw's a wrecking machine.
What?
This Deathclaw, I don't think it needs help.
No, it can power through a lot. Especially the small, squishy ones in the first wave. They can,
yep.
You can deal pretty well with that.
Tasty Uruguay stew. That's bad. Problem is the Deathclaw blocks the view of it's like trying to shoot stuff and he's blocking my line of sight.
Yeah, just shoot through him. He doesn't take damage from you.
No, I mean I'm trying. I'm not getting. It's not hitting anything because he's blocking the shot.
Oh, I can shoot straight through him. Like legitimately just straight through him. Like he's not even there.
One of those fake guns.
Your bullets are not big enough. Restaurant at the White Spring, yeah. The restaurant at the White Spring, sit at the table, and you have a pretty good chance actually of getting a damaged food, the melee buff food. Okay, I'm gonna do lazy. I'm just gonna do this. Sorry for the poop, but you can take the push off. Here we go. Other poop. I know, but the difference is she has the same foods every time, and if you serve her hop, she should have the same foods. There is still a chance in there. But no, it is. She doesn't restock, as far as I know, on the same server. But like
no.
3 hours later, you can buy.
No, you have to change servers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because I've tried that before, like long sessions, and I hit her when I first joined the server, and then later on, and it's the same.
Will not let me join because it says I'm not a friend with the host. That's that you're loading it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy food from her usually, so.
Yeah, my meta character never crafts anything. I just hop between her and the restaurant. When I start to run low, I just do a bunch of servers and hit her in the restaurant over and over until I get stocked up.
That's an annoying method, but a method. Was Minerva around? Wiggle said he was. He was. I don't remember where he said he was. She was, but
she's at the White Spring.
Oh, okay.
Big sale.
Big sale. Yeah, you checked what was minigun and melee, something.
Gauss minigun, Crusader pistol, Arctic Marine armor, Thorn armor, stuff. Oh, Secret Service Under Armor and shielded mod for Secret Service Under Armor.
Yay. Okay, so I took off Grenadier, but it feels like the poops are still just as big as they were with it equipped.
On what weapon? I mean, it shouldn't be.
This one.
Oh, that one? I don't know. It's supposed to be, but it's possible that it's not working, probably.
I don't know. To me, it looks like the same poops.
And it might be.
Closest spawn is exterior of the refuge. I can never remember to go to north or resort. I can never remember.
Score, more score.
Huzzah! Gearing up complete.
And a level up.
Thank you, everybody.
And a super stem pike.
Oh, I was gonna check what I got, but I don't want to do that. Why do you still have that 10 bang? Why do you not use a proper one? So they will be changing crafting the pay-to-win hammer to 20 mods. So if you need to learn it, you may want to do it now.
Yeah, it's quite a big increase. That won't be until probably March. I mean, the update, but yeah.
Was the Nuka Shank always tradable, or is it a bug? You mean the broken bottle one? I think it was always tradable.
The plan is tradable. I didn't know. Is the skin? Is it trade? Is can you like put it on something and trade that? I don't know.
I think it was, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I know the plan is tradable. That's all I know. Out of all the knowledge in human history, that is the only thing that I know is the Nuka Shake plan is tradable.
Ah, I will take your word for it. Plant crops, kill cultists, kill bugs. I don't want to kill bugs. I don't want to ruin my Nuka cranberry
Bugs
thing.
and bugs. We're hunting bugs.
Take a camera picture of a glowing cryptid. Wow, that's epic. Okay, how much time we got? 8 minutes. I don't want to do it, but I do have to do it because I need a bit moth kills. Yeah, let's go to. Give me that. See if we can pull Derek to one run. Hello, Mandy, and hello, server. Do you know if anybody has ever used choo-choos and then held the vampire weapon, and when they run into stuff, does it heal them or no? I'm sure there's people that have done it. I have no clue if that works. Wiggle?
No idea. Not a clue.
Because you did the testing on the choo-choo stuff.
I've never, yeah, but not, I never tested. I never
combination.
tested that, so yeah, I have no idea. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard that question. That's all I can tell you. I've never heard that question before. Right. No plan.
No plan for what? What do you need a plan for?
Oh no, I just was seeing if anything dropped from that event. Nothing.
What are all the ways to get gold bullion? You buy it, you trade in nodes, and you do expeditions. Do you get gold from expeditions? I don't know. Do you get gold from expeditions?
Well, maybe. Yeah, you might get treasury notes. Yeah.
Yeah, nodes, but not gold itself.
Not gold itself. No score. Claim it off the board.
Yeah. Score can give you bullion. I hear that the hammer can be traded if you change its skin from the one it comes with. Not sure it'll be worth it if it did work. Vampires works best with high rate of fire thing. Does it still? Because it used to. Then they changed it to the burst bullet.
What are we talking about?
Vampires. No time for a race.
I mean, vampires works. I don't know
but it used to work with the first bullet. Like they changed it so it was.
You mean with
Ricochet?
That was with Ricochet.
Oh, was that with Ricochet? Okay.
That's with Ricochet. Yeah, that's still that way.
Ah, okay. Wiggle.
Get in there. I don't have a. Did you leave the team? You didn't want to. He didn't want to do it, Derek. I mean, wasn't the whole point just to?
Yeah, but he.
Oh, he has no time.
No time for a
raid. I'll join you. Hang on. On my way.
How you like my sparkly outfit?
Sparkly. That's the one from the season, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I like it. Edison, is that the one that Edison painted?
Yeah.
Or something?
The Edison one.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a bit bright. Like the under the armor plating is a bit bright. In my opinion, it should have been darker.
It looks pretty cool in low light, though.
Yeah, I mean, when I stand here, like from a little angle, it just looks cool. Especially if you wait until the sparkles come, and then. Problem is getting a picture while it's sparkling. Lots of elephants were harmed in the making of that paint. Shame on you. Dailies. If you complete Vault Raid, you get more dailies for Raiders and Foundation. Yes, this you can buy with the 300 gold for apps from America guy upstairs on the paper. Yep.
food.
Wrestling starts in a few minutes. Plus, I've played way too much tonight. I don't see any problem with playing too much tonight.
Oh shit.
What you doing?
I'm trying to get rid of ads by spamming company T.
Why?
Because it's sitting right above Brahmin Milk in the list, and I'm spamming company. So I just went through like 5 company T, and
I'm pretty sure that doesn't get rid of it.
No, it doesn't get rid of it. No, I actually had a list somewhere. Let's see, that was another list that I had in terms of like way to get gold. I don't know why I had a list, but I ran across it the other day. Like all of the ways to get to farm. It's not on that piece of paper. I'll see if I can find it while we're waiting. And of course, who knows how old that list is? It may be out of date.
7,000 years.
Might be. It's been 84 years.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
I know Wiggles
Probably.
ready. He's just looking. But...
I'm ready. I'm just thumbing through Notebook, but I could be ready. I'm never going to get my pineapple done. I'm trying to eat pineapple, and people keep... No, that's not it.
Eating pineapple?
Frozen pineapple.
But why?
I love frozen. It's good.
But
So I was because I buy frozen fruit just because I can just have it whenever. But so I was at Costco the other day, and they only sell it like as a box. It is a 10-pound box.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a 10-pound. I bought a 10-pound box of frozen pineapple.
Doesn't Costco do anything in bulk?
Well, not necessarily that. I mean, like strawberries, I buy in like 6-pound bags.
That's still a lot.
It is a lot, but I eat them a lot. So
We get a pound.
oh, so much more damage than that 50 cal. So much more damage than that 50 cal.
Because if I buy strawberries, it's like a pound. Like
Oh, it clears out floaters in your vision? Oh. I'm like, yeah. I'm just trying to find different things to snack on. But yeah, I mean, even frozen. I mean, what I'll usually do is I put some in a bowl and put it in the fridge for a few hours and then eat it. But fresh out, even frozen, it's like tastes like a smoothie or something.
Okay.
It's great.
I'll take your word for it.
No, you better. Let's see. If I was gonna lie, it wouldn't be about something like that.
I mean, you're the one that hates pineapple on pizzas. You never know.
Well, hate is a strong word. Because I will eat pineapple on pizza. I just don't. It's not a preference. I love pineapple.
Okay, everybody's running. Oh, waiting the thing. He's got the boxes. Yes, the Winter Olympics opening ceremony starts soon. Yeah, 4 days after they started.
That's so weird. Olympics has already started and the opening ceremony happens later.
Yeah. You guys have chocolate pizza up north? We do, but it's not something that I would touch.
When she said chocolate pizza?
Yes.
Isn't that a pie?
No.
Or a cake?
No, it's like pizza bottom, but with chocolate topping stuff.
Oh.
And I've never had it. I've never touched it. I have no idea what it is like. But no. Just no.
Ah. Stalker.
And I'm not unfamiliar with weird stuff, but that's a couple steps too far for me. Do I not have a... I do not. Huh. I do not have a crossbow. Plus, we also don't have mole miners, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Defense is a lot easier when you have nothing to defend against. Jeez, there's no... This run is already chaos here.
Those are just dessert pizzas. Yeah, they are, but no. But a lot of the pineapple falls off the pizza. That's true. I do toss a lot of the pineapple off the pizza because Ali loves it, so we share. Like, if there's like funny pieces of pineapple.
What is happening with the server?
If there's like
easiest defense ever.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I'm okay with this. 20 pieces of pineapple on one pizza, I get 10. Tali gets 10. Roommate loved chocolate pizza, but I always get one chocolate pizza for him when I bought a pizza for me.
This is weird.
No,
this could go so much
bro.
faster. You could just go. You could just start running.
I'm not gonna risk it. 'Cause the moment I start running is the moment that they come out.
Yes.
I would eat ham pizza usually. What hostile presence? There's still nothing.
Oh shoot! I hear one. Oh crap!
Wiggle.
I know, right? Oh, everyone's dead, and Bane's now. Now Bane's got to actually work.
Did you clear out the right side? The entire right side?
It was cleared out. I didn't clear out all of it. There was a little bit of chaos because people were not staying in their zones, and so yeah.
Shit! Ow! He had a stretchy arm. I was past him, and he knocked me out. You only need 3, so if there's anything in the hallways, then take that. How the hell did you not get punched? You know who does not die in that level?
This is the weirdest run I've ever seen.
Yes, I very much agree. I didn't even... Oh.
That was so pathetic. Drill doesn't even need defending, and we still failed hard.
Oh, that's glorious.
Oh well, at least it gave me a chance to finish my pineapple.
Oh, that was glorious.
All right, let's see if we can make this.
Sorry for the epic fail, but that was glorious.
That was funny. That was so
Do you want
bad.
to defend Bane?
See if it'll be easy this time with.
Yeah,
no,
now I'm
no
gonna have
enemies.
double spawns. I'm sure.
Yeah, now it'll be like all the ones from last time and all the ones from this time. You're
Exactly,
gonna end up with
double
just...
spawns. No. This would make a good short on TikTok. Nope. Nothing is good on TikTok.
You lost me at TikTok and short.
I'm okay with the short part because they kind of do not that bad.
Yeah.
They're pointless, but they don't do bad.
Mine just once I get it, just kind of do nothing.
I mean,
for
I
the
got
most part.
1,500 views on mine.
Wow.
5 of them have 1,500 views. And
Wow.
normally a stream of me gets like 200-300.
What is happening? The stalkers just... There's 2 stalkers over. What the hell is going on?
Hello, Bazooka. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Instagram Reel. What's Instagram? Never heard of the thing. Bunch of grandpas.
one
Yes,
there.
we are
Those are just-
grandpas.
2 stalkers?
I've been 80 plus since I was 15. Don't you dare walk past me, you bastard.
I have
Come on,
no idea
reload
what's going
today.
on. Stalkers
Thank
are
you.
doing craziness.
Why are you not staying away this time? Just shoot. Shoot.
Okay, you're
wait.
there.
Now I have to actually defend, and I'm running out of ammo.
There's wolves after me.
Wolves after you? Why are there wolves after you?
It just reminds me of some episode of The Simpsons from way back. Grandpa Simpson's. It's cold. He's like locked out of the house and he's knocking on the window. It's cold. There's wolves after me.
Oh, I do remember that one. At least that part of the episode.
Yeah, that's all I remember. And
Then
I
he
probably
starts
quoting along
whimpering
wrong.
and being a sad old man just outside
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah. There's wolves after me.
I think Lisa is the one that
This one's going way smoother.
Oh, it's not.
than last time.
Definitely not way smoother. You know how much I have to do now.
Right? I feel bad for you.
No, you don't.
You're right. Instagram reel, man, grandpas.
Like I said, what's Instagram?
I'm just not into the shorts. I got tankies.
No. No complaining about no 4 stars.
Well, I'm still complaining.
I know, I would too. Somebody did say earlier that they get very tanky when they get mad. Are they hogs now? The first stage is easy. The second stage is mad. The third stage is where they get tanky, and the fourth stage they get impossible. For me, at least. I don't know if anybody is able to take them out at the fourth stage, but to me, the third stage is already overwhelming. They just get so much more resistance and health. Shorts are half of my engagement on this website. Different content from first. Yeah, I mean,
Whoops.
if I looked at my average view count of the past 28 days, it went up by 230%. Just because I did 4 shorts in that 28-day period.
I think if I took all the views from all my shorts, it would probably equal like a really good like one video.
Yeah, but you do videos
and about like $3 in revenue from all those. Like,
I don't care about the revenue on the stuff.
I know you don't. I know you don't. But...
The fact that I get eyeballs on it is a miracle for me.
Yeah. Yeah, shorts for me. I don't think I have any. I don't think any of my shorts even hit. I mean, most of them are like. I mean, like you said, 1,500. I mean, most of mine are probably not much better than that.
I have one that's 500 something, and that's the one that Happy New Year where I aimed my camera out of the window and have some fireworks outside my house.
All right, now I'm curious about my shorts.
All the funny shorts that are basically simple because they're clips from people that people made in the stream, not stuff that I made. No, clips from people in the stream, like Kasumi and stuff, and that I turned into a clip, and they do pretty well.
Yeah, now my clips, like the clips, none of the clips have done much of anything.
No, the clips on YouTube themselves, they do nothing, like legitimately.
Yeah. But then you turn them into shorts and then they do something.
Yeah, if I turn the clip from a stream into a short, they work. Son of a...
All right. Through hikers. All right, so I can go in here and go up high and look at my, because I'm kind of curious shorts, because I'm saying they don't do well, but I don't know, maybe I'm lying.
YouTube has never told me about any shorts from either of you. Oh,
yeah, well, they don't show. That's the problem with shorts is they don't show up. They show up in the shorts feed. They don't show up as
unless
not pushed to subscribers. So
which none of us do.
So unless they're looking at shorts, yeah, someone will actually have to go to your channel and go looking for them, and that's the problem.
I have seen like the engagement, where the engagement comes from on the reels. And most of the views come from scrolling. Yeah. Just people that are scrolling shorts. Just up. Shorts gives me an answer faster than a 10-minute video, more to the point. Yeah, that works.
All right, so let's look at my views. All right, views.
Son of a, why are you reloading already?
I mean, some of those treasure map ones are okay. I mean, I guess they're doing better than I think about. I don't
check up on it.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention. It's like, I mean, so I got like my most watched view ever was my most watched short is 7,200.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's at this point that's about a typical video.
Yeah, but I mean, for sure.
That was the Weapons of Nuka World on Tour, where I like after I did all of the when Nuka World on Tour showed up, I did a video on all the weapons, and then when I was done, I basically took like 10 seconds out of each one of those videos and made it into a
reel,
a short. Was one of the first shorts I did. But then I have the treasure map ones, and those are all. Yeah, I see you're done. Yeah, so I guess they're doing okay. I mean, it's like
those accumulate over time.
6,000, 6,000, 5,000.
They probably
5.
won't
Yeah.
accumulate quick, but they will accumulate.
The treasure map videos are actually solid. Let's see. Let's look at the.
Most
like,
popular
the
shorts are
least.
Elvis song edits. Yes, because Elvis is awesome.
So I did one that was a ghoul dance party where it was at
At Mom's event.
One Violet Night, like 1,100 views, nothing there.
That one was fun though.
So so my worst treasure map one is like 1,500, but yeah, still, I mean, it's
that's my best short, so that's not a bad thing.
yeah.
So you get more out of them than you thought.
Yeah. Well, and the treasure map ones, I mean, I think they're probably worth doing just because they kind of feed into.
Yeah, they are.
Like, they feed into the treasure map video, you know.
But they're evergreen content because they don't change the treasure
They
maps.
are. They absolutely are. Oops, wait, I can't shoot them.
Ow.
Oh, and I don't have blocker. That was something I was kind of curious about because I took off blocker, and I haven't done one of these since then in regular armor. Okay, I got crippled instantly. But I didn't die instantly.
I
So
was
that's
gonna say
something.
you didn't die in one spot.
I didn't die instantly, so
Andy,
that's
what
not
are
too
you
bad
doing all the
actually.
way back
This is
there?
perfectly manageable.
You see how much damage I take.
Yeah, and then once the and if I stay with overeaters after, then I'll have like 200 more health for them to have
Who are
to
you
get
calling
through.
a boomer? Gen X? Hello, babe.
I don't understand the whole boomer. What that is? What's that about? Yeah, and I got. Oh, there we go. EMT. I don't understand the whole boomer thing.
Oh, it's just the something that younger people say, like, you're old.
Wait, he should have been close enough.
No, he wasn't.
Oh wow, he's
vein
way
is-
healthy.
Slowly crawling over instead of just moving his butt by using his stim pack.
Oh, did he go AFK or something, or what's he doing? Be part of the solution.
I'm standing next to a crystal.
I know, I'm gonna go way over here and go away, out of the way. Baby boomers. Well, I know, but it makes no sense to call someone a boomer who's like 30, because I've seen that they use it.
Yeah,
That
everybody they
faction
call
that
a
lives in the
boomer.
abandoned airport in the New Vegas. I mean, I know what baby boomers are, but when I hear like,
They call you a
say,
boomer
"Oh, you're a
if you
boomer,"
complain
and it's
about
like,
stuff that old people complain about. Then they call you a
"Oh,
boomer.
got you." So it's basically you're older than I am, so you're a boomer.
Yeah,
is kinda what it is.
it's not even that you're older than me. You complain about stuff that old people complain about, so you're a
So
boomer.
you're a boomer.
Yes.
All right.
Makes no sense. Like, not
It
even a
doesn't
little
make
bit.
any sense. It sounds like something an idiot came up with.
Yep, but welcome to millennials and Gen Z and Gen X and all that stuff.
Bunch of idiots.
Yes.
All
And I
of you.
am one of those
Who are we?
idiots.
Bunch of idiots. Okay. Get off my
I got
lawn.
called a boomer for praising Quake. My point.
Like my mom's not even a boomer. I think she's a little outside the age.
I mean,
She's
I
little
got
old,
called a
she's little
boomer
old.
because I love Unreal Tournament and I love Quake and I love Counter-Strike before it went to Counter-Strike for CSGO.
Alright.
You're a boomer. Dude, boomers don't even
That's
know
like
what
the-
Counter-Strike is.
It's like the dumbest insult ever.
Yes.
It's just stupid.
I blame those okay boomer girls. Yes, but that's where the nonsense comes from. What's the cutoff birth to be called a boomer? Wasn't it 40, 46? or
Baby
something?
boomer was like 40, like 46, yeah. Because
Yeah,
World War II ended at 45, so it would have been 46 to 1965, I think. Something like
we
that.
talked about that like in your stream
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah. So my mom's almost there. She was born in 45.
Son of a... My game froze.
What?
I'm not crashed yet, but my game froze. There we go. There we go.
Come on, give me my AP back.
45 to 65, 65 to 80 is Gen X. Yeah, 81 to 90 something is millennials. But like I said in Wiggle Stream, I've been raised as a Gen Xer, not as a millennial. So thank goodness for that part. So they call us Zennials. like millennials, but take off the mill and put an X in front of it. And then we're suddenly a zennial. That makes sense.
Boom.
Son of a biscuit. I did not get handed everything after the war. Well, I don't think they got handed everything after the war. I think they had to do a lot of work and building for that stuff.
Very odd for normal people.
The way I was raised was very odd for normal people.
An elder millennial. That's funny. That's funny. After what war? Like World War II?
Yeah.
Is he our Jim? Are you saying you're a boomer?
No, he said that I didn't get handed everything after the war.
Okay.
I can't keep up with these labels. I don't either, and I don't care. I will happily say that I'm an idiot all on my own. No label needed.
Yeah.
Is a bloodied character good for race? Just wondering. I'm trying bloody pills. You can do it if you know what you're doing. It's difficult.
My answer to that, I came up with a new answer for that. If you have to ask, the answer is no.
Yeah.
That's my answer. If you have to ask that question, then the answer is no.
Pretty much. That's an accurate statement.
Right? I think that's a pretty fair answer.
Yes, it's possible, but it needs a lot of work. And
yeah, if you're asking the question, then I would say no. Not
probably
yet.
not.
Maybe someday.
60s black and white CRT, 80s stereos, 96 computers. I got a computer in '89.
I remember. We didn't have black and white, but I remember you can still buy them.
My first TV was black and white, and I was from '85.
I remember my dad had a little portable. It was like this all-in-one. It was like a TV with a radio and whatever, but it had like about a 4-inch screen on it, and it was black and white.
Well, I had a 13-inch with a VHS player in it. A tiny 13-inch thing you could carry around, and I lugged the thing all around because it worked great for my NES. I grew up with Atari and OG Nintendo. Yeah. So,
Your parents had a black and white TV with chrome knobs that you would turn it down, adjust the volume. Yeah, well, I remember knobs. The TV. I grew up watching. Ours was color, but it was a 13-inch color TV, no remote control.
I was raised
had a dial for the channel.
I was the remote control.
Yeah.
But
you didn't have to change the channels that very much either, because there was only 3 networks when I was a kid.
No, we had 7 channels.
We had 3 networks. Like 3 network channels and then 2 public television channels. There was a total of 5.
Yeah, 3.
But yeah, you basically put on a show and you didn't need to
change
really
much
change the channel.
The entire evening is going to be for that channel. Yeah,
Plus you had TV guide back then, and so you'd look at the guide and you'd know what was on, so you wouldn't need to go just looking at there was no on-screen guide or anything like that.
No, nothing. You had to know what you're watching, or take the papers, because we had the guides in the papers.
Yeah.
But we had like 3 public broadcast channels and then 4 open commercial channels. And then that was in the late 80s, early 90s. And they changed that pretty quickly to become suddenly it became 20 public channels and all commercials and all kind of crap.
Yeah, well, it worked out. Yeah, you had to put the gaming on channel 3. You'd have the little switch in the back where that was plugged in, and you have to flip the thing.
Yep, yeah. And there's
turn it to channel 3. Yep, I remember that.
No SCART cable. No, you have to do the actual the tulip plugs, little plug thingies. Yep. The white, yellow, the white, red, and yellow one.
And sometimes you'd flip to it, and it would be the image of the thing, but it was scrolling.
Yeah, or
doing
inverted.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, wait, we gotta,
And when it was scrolling, you could do 2 things: reconnect the plugs or give it a good whack. We usually just gave it a good whack. Bonk on the side of the screen. And usually
what was the event? Safe and sound.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna hit the wanted poster here. Oh wait, I'm gonna hit my buffs first, since they all just wore off.
Best thing I got from my grandfather is the love for electronics and scavenging electronic parts. I love to do that. That's for really old people. What? We never had an Atari, but we did have a Commodore 64. One MMX, two for 86. One MMX, two for 86. My first own PC was a 286.
Yeah, same. 286.12.
286 12.5. But you had the big memory one. I had the small memory one.
Yeah, 640K.
Yeah. And mine was
Massive.
Mine was a whopping 64K. No, I'm lying.
Massive
96 or 128. I'm not 100%. But
and a 20 megabyte hard drive, which was like twice the normal.
But you
most
had,
of them were 10 was the.
You had the small one already, the 5 1/4 hard drive.
I had a 5 1/4. I didn't have. I had a 5 1/4 floppy and a 3.5 floppy.
Yeah, but no, your hard drive is 5 1/4 too, probably.
Oh, probably. I don't know that I ever opened that up.
Because my hard drive was 7.5.
Are you coming?
No, 640 gigabytes. Light.
Let's see. You're coming. People are coming.
I'm coming. That is why Wiggle is using aristocrats on his new character. Yeah, exactly, because he can afford 640 gigabytes of memory.
I first
Especially now.
640. Yeah, 640K. I don't even know if I could afford. If I had to go buy it, I don't even know if I could afford 640K now.
Oh, 640K you can afford. That's not a.
I don't know. I don't know. In today's market.
Yeah, but a single stick of 1 gigabyte or 2 gigabyte single stick is the only single stick 2 gigabyte you can get is DDR3. It's about $40. Well, you can afford that, I'm sure. But getting a single stick of 8 gigabytes for DDR5, yeah, that's gonna cost you.
It's craziness.
Where's the
no
chief
idea where the
researcher?
boss is. Everything's just exploding like crazy.
Oh, he's over there. Okay, somebody melted him. It wasn't me.
Bane.
I'm assuming. Because it wasn't me. Micro Center in Boston for me is a godsend.
I wish I had a Micro Center.
I wish I had a Micro Center because we don't have any proper hardware stores anymore.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've got is like, I mean, there's like Best Buy and which doesn't count.
Meh.
Best Buy is garbage.
Yeah, but Micro Center is an actual tech store.
Micro Center is cool. I'm like, I wish I had one. I would go there. Not that I'm really looking to buy anything, but still.
I would literally just go there for window shopping. Not for shopping, but window shopping.
Yeah, just to go there and drool over stuff.
Yes. And I'm not even joking. I would legitimately go there. Ooh, a Furious Weapon Speed AP cost LMG. Huh.
Well, there we go. That's pretty neat. That's really neat. I crafted one of those, and I think that's when I used them on, and I did a video.
Anybody interested? They have like 4.
Looking at a 9800 X3D with 32 gigs of RAM. Woo! Break open the bank.
7800 XDD with 32. I was technically looking for 64, but now I'm looking for 32. But I'm not spending more than 650 for the combo. So CPU, memory, and motherboard.
So you're for the 7800?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for the 9800. That's $200 extra.
Yeah, that's like 10%. Oh, it's not. It's only about 100 here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 100, but it's 200%.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is that a thing?
I will take it off.
Okay. Is that a thing? No. Is that
Curious
a thing?
LMG.
No. Where's all the new effects?
Planning
Not on any of these
5950 this year, but had to pay for dental service. Ugh. Well, that just sucks. I had to pay for dental too, but it cost me a whopping $14. That was for a bill of like €1,000. I shop at the dump for items. Same. That was the biggest fun way to go shopping. Not anymore these days, but we used to go there, like hardware shopping, getting appliances at the scrap heap. because it's just a lot of fun to fix things. Do I want to go do save and sound after all? That 18.
Yeah, I actually thought about taking my old system because it's what is it? It's an i7. It's a 7700, but it has 32 gigs. I mean, it's DDR4.
Doesn't matter.
And I thought, I bet you could get a decent AM.
Yeah.
With AM4, right? AM4 is the one that's.
If you get that system like spruced up, you can sell it for a pretty penny now.
Just because it's got 32 gigs.
Yep. And it got a capable enough CPU that it can run stuff.
Well, I'm just wondering if like there would be a CPU. I mean, I have to do like a motherboard too, but if there'd be like a CPU motherboard and AMD like upgrade, would actually turn that into like a decent. You can get for like a cheap price. 5700
X3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about a $220 CPU.
And then another like 100 or whatever for the motherboard.
100 for the motherboard. Yeah.
So like I could turn that into like a good living room PC.
Yeah, that'll be a good enough
gaming
PC to run it.
Although for gaming, I mean the card's only it's a 1660 Super, so it'll run, I mean it would run this just fine.
Yeah.
But it's not going to run anything like new.
It doesn't have to, but it
unless I wanted to.
Yes, but the as long as it's not graphic heavy, then it will not run it. But if it's not graphic heavy, it'll run it just fine.
Yeah, go for a 3700X. But wouldn't a 3700X be just like comparable to what I'm already using? I mean, I would want something to be like an upgrade, not the same level of performance.
3700X is roughly equivalent to the
I mean, otherwise I might as well just keep it as it is. And I mean, it works. It's not like the system, it's just my old system. So
yeah, but if you are going for just a media PC that like for in the living room, I wouldn't do anything to it.
Just leave it as is and try and see how it goes.
Leave it, yeah. Because it's plenty.
I don't know if I want to upgrade. It's just a thought I had where it's like, well, I mean, not necessarily media, but it'd be like a media / gaming, right? Like, so I could play on the TV. Although the TV's like an old TV, yeah. So then it turns into like, okay, the TV's not very good. It's only 60 hertz, and so maybe then I'm stuck at 60 FPS, and yeah, never mind.
Have a good one, Bane. Thank you very much for hanging out and having fun with us. Hope we'll catch you in the next one. Best thing I saved was a 6-volt positive earth Philips 3-tube car radio. That sounds like something cool, but I've never heard of it.
I was gonna say it sounds neat. I don't know what it is, but it sounds neat.
Apparently, it's a 3-tube radio.
When did Scorch be so good, so squishy?
Scorch Beast
neat. Okay.
i7700 threads wide. That is true. It is better in hyper-threading and just performance of single thread.
Is it going to be that much different though?
Yes. Like a 30% difference.
Really?
Yes. For your game you won't notice much, but for everything else you will notice. But it also depends on what you're running.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I actually had started thinking about like months ago. I'm like, you could actually make a pretty, back when you could get like a, what is it, a 9060 XT or 9060 XT 16 gigabyte for like MSRP, and RAM was still like affordable, cheap and stuff. And I thought, God, I could actually make a pretty nice living room gaming PC for not that much money.
Oh.
And then I had that thought, and then like a second later, RAM is like quadruple the price and no longer MSRP cards, and that just went out the window. Just like, no. So much for that thought. I had my window, and
the funny part is I still have 64 gigs of DDR4 just laying here.
Yeah.
And I've actually looked at what it would get me, like if you sell it like secondhand.
Yeah.
And it gets me like $200, so it's like $100 more than I paid for it.
Oh, okay. And
I wouldn't have it in the PC anymore because it is currently in a PC.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, well, I don't necessarily want to like just. I mean, I haven't used the PC since I upgraded, so it's been 2 years almost at this point.
Oh.
But
prices aren't going down until 2027.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any kind of
We have
any
the
kind of
market
relief
crash
anytime
right
soon
now,
on stuff.
but I don't know if the prices are going down, even though we have a market crash. Ryzen 3000 series general, a good purchase use right now. The market isn't drained out of stable CPUs that generation. Nope, they are good.
Yeah.
And the AI bubble isn't popping just yet, but it is bursting. Bursting at the seams. There's a 3-star over there somewhere. Biting you in the butt. Ryzen 1000 and 2000 are very degraded. My 2700X still runs perfectly fine, but it does definitely show its age.
I could also do something.
No, they're not.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't necessarily have to do Ryzen. I mean, I could do something like a cheap, because I think you could do like a. I think you can get 12900s for cheap as well. I mean, it would be a motherboard swap as well. But
don't buy 12900s.
Why not?
Because they are most likely faulty. They had a lot of power connection problems and degraded.
Well, I know 13th and 14th had issues.
Yeah,
I didn't know anything about
too.
12th gen.
Yeah, 12 was risky. Hello, Dale. Welcome. How are
I mean, more than likely, I probably won't do anything, but
like if you want,
it's fun to think about.
Want to get a 900, so like 11900, that should be totally fine. You can get that without an issue. 12, 13, 14, nope. The Kablu.
And then I thought maybe I should make it into a Linux machine and see what I could. I've never played with Linux before.
I've tried Linux multiple times. I don't understand shit of it. Not even a little bit. 12th gen is safer, but I would not be surprised if 12900 is the first to go from the generation. Yeah, it's safer, but it's still risky.
Well, and I'm not looking. I wouldn't buy used. I'd buy new because I think you get deals on new stuff.
Yeah, you could.
So if it's new, it's not degraded.
Not yet. But it's still risky.
Super old i7 2700K GTX 1080. Use it for light gaming media. Oh, okay. I mean, my system should do way better than. Well, actually, I don't know if it would do better than 1080 because 1080 is pretty stout.
And this current system, my secondary system, sorry, is an i5 5600.
Okay. And it is okay.
It runs fine. It has a RX 580 and 64
okay, which is
gigs.
comparable to what I mean. That's a comparable.
It's comparable to the 1660.
Yeah. That was the card I was trying. I mean, that was the other option. I kept going back and forth between the 580 and the 1660.
It ran 76 fine. It struggled with streaming and playing, but it ran fine.
Well, that was why I ended up changing, was because of the streaming. Because playing was fine, and then I started streaming. And it was like, okay, you're asking a lot here.
Yeah, the Radeon is not especially the older Radeons. They were not great for multitasking that stuff.
Well, and I was working with it's only 6 gigs, so it's not.
Yeah, mine was 8, so that helped. But AMD, especially the older generation, like the 580 stuff, they were not great for streaming.
What I think, I'm trying to remember, it's been a long time, but I think what eventually decided on me was that those Radeon cards ran warm.
Yeah, they run
or they were something like that, and so that was like the tiebreaker.
Yeah. So 7080C for my GPU is normal on that one, and that's with fresh paste and fresh cleaned coolers and everything. Yeah,
the 1660 was a solid card. It was just, once I started trying to do streaming with it, it was like, especially because I was upscaling to 1440 when I was doing it, so to try and get the better decoder or encoder.
TeamOS being available and it's officially going to be a while, right?
I don't think it's been announced ever, so it's hard to know.
I don't think there is a solid date yet, but I've heard people that are trying it and testing stuff with it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some versions of it that there's some version. Is it what is it called? I think there's a version that's actually based on the Steam OS that someone else, like a third party did.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
so
starts with a B,
distros.
like a something?
I'm pretty sure I know which one you know, but I have no idea what it's called.
Bazite.
Bazite, is that SteamOS equivalent? Okay.
Well, I think it's based on it. I mean, I could be wrong.
I know it's.
I know very little about.
I know it's one of the distros that they advertise for gaming, but
let's see here.
Because they keep screaming about Bazite and some other one.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not directly based on Valve SteamOS. It's a custom image based on Fedora Atomic, designed to mimic the SteamOS experience. So it's not based on it, but it's trying to make it look like it.
Ah, okay.
That's according to Google AI, so take that for what it's worth.
So that means that nothing about what Wiggle just said is true.
It means none of that is actually true. That's that means. It means none of it's actually true.
That is technically my experience with the Google AI quick summary stuff.
I usually just skip on by it. It's like, oh yeah, I don't care.
Same.
I want to see a real answer, but that was just right there, and because all it does is summarize all the other stuff. So if the input's bad, then
have you heard? Have you heard?
Garbage in, garbage bad. No, have you heard about the bird?
Bird. The bird is the word. Fedora is a little advanced, but Arch is hard as hell. I've tried Fedora. I didn't understand shit of it. I've tried Debian. Didn't understand understood even less from that one. But that's probably the age of what I test. Was when Debian and Fedora were just new. So I think that's like 15 years, 15-ish years ago.
I used Linux one time. I couldn't tell what version or anything. An old girlfriend had, I mean, she wasn't at the time, but she had a nasty virus on her PC. Wait, did I use Linux for that? No. I had to use no, I couldn't have. That wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it would work.
Well, I had to basically create a bootable disk, like a bootable flop or bootable CD.
Bootable CD, yeah.
Yeah, to go in by hand, because it was like a virus that replicated itself, and so you couldn't and it kept her from accessing the internet. It was like one of those things you couldn't basically made the computer unusable. So I had to go in with the bootable and then go by hand and delete things and clean it up, and
you could have used the bootable.
I don't remember. I just remember I made a boot. I'm like, okay, what can I use that will boot on? That can fit on a CD first of all, that I can boot with the CD. And
I have those somewhere for Windows, like Windows XP and Windows 2000.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I just remember trying to, it's like, wow, this was awesome, because it's like I had to look at it at home, because I couldn't do it at her place because she couldn't access the internet because of the stupid virus. So I'm just having to okay, what do I do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
It's been eons since I've done any of that. So
yeah, I mean, this would have been 16 years ago.
Oh, for me, it's even longer. So
yeah.
Back when I worked, so that's before 2009. But it's
Ubuntu.
Been a while.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was Ubuntu. That actually sounds familiar. I wonder if it was Ubuntu that I did. I made a disk for Ubuntu.
I looked at Ubuntu when I was trying it, and I was testing with Linux, and I just nope, don't get it. I don't understand. But that was my entire experience of Linux. I don't understand.
Don't understand. Yeah.
And the problem is I'm supposed to be a techie. I'm supposed to know what the hell's going on. I had no freaking clue. Not even a little bit. I'm not going to pretend that I had any clue, because I just didn't. I had no idea what was happening.
You're all out of clues.
It all meant literally nothing to me. Anybody using sugar bombs or sugar for anything?
No, sometimes I think about like maybe I should go back to herbivore, but I probably never will just because of easy endurance.
I got like 100 sugar bombs, 100, 200.
That's a lot. That's a lot of sugar bombs.
Yeah, and like 200 sugar. And I don't use it. Ubuntu has a great interface for bootable devices. I didn't understand the hell out of it. Prefer the Plasma desktop over GNOME. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sure.
Base damage only playthrough. What? Oh, you want to know my specs? My specs is very simple. I've got an AMD Ryzen
A mismatch.
7.
He has a video card CPU mismatch.
Yeah, that's true. A Ryzen 7 5800X, no 3D,
Yeah.
and I have a GeForce RTX 4080. And then I have a 64 gigs of internal memory in this system. And it works. So
And it works. Yeah, it works. Yep, exactly. Well, and the nice thing is, I guess that's what I was gonna say. You don't need to worry about upgrading, but yeah, I mean, I guess the memory, you're on DDR4, so
yeah. Well,
yeah.
the
If you ever want to
biggest
upgrade,
need for upgrade is my CPU.
yeah.
That's the place where I notice it the most.
If you could somehow get your hands on an affordable 5800X3D, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Second hand, they are about $300.
It's ridiculous. What would be the best for you then?
5700 X3D.
Oh, okay. What
Or
do
a
those run?
5950 X3D.
Oh, okay.
Those are equally expensive. Like 450.
Let's see. Are there any AM4s that are like?
Yeah, the 5700
upgrade,
X3D, but it's nearly impossible to get at the moment. I need to kill cultists. I need to craft ammo.
Oh yeah, if I even type it in a PCR part picker, it doesn't even come up.
Kill 25 cultists.
Wait, what is going on here? This isn't.
Why do I have to kill 25 cultists? And what did we need to do for this stupid event? Collect 3 more medics. Collect fluorine.
Oh, the 9800 X3D come down in price. Huh. Not the
Is 5
7800
terabytes okay? 5 terabytes is plenty. It depends on, is it an HDD or an SSD? Or an M.2? Because for bulk storage, an HDD 5 terabyte is fine, but it's slow. For gaming, 5 terabyte is still fine, but you want it on an M.2.
Yeah.
SSD is okay, but M.2 is just better.
5800 X3D was, yeah. Well, my memory when I bought my card, it's like my memory. I have 32 gigs of DDR5, and it was $104, and I could probably, and now it's like I don't even know, $450. Yeah.
And then you have the cheap versions. And
and I got and I got good, and I got good stuff too. That's like it's not the slow memory. It's not like
no, it's the cheap 6000 megatransfer memory. So it's okay for speed wise, but it's still the cheaper versions of those.
That are the $400, you mean?
Yeah, at $450. And like a proper set is like 550, 600.
Yeah, mine are the rip jaws, the
G-Skill.
G-Skill, yeah, rip jaw.
Yeah, those are about 550, 600. Over here, I think. I don't know in the States, but over
let's see, Ripjaw, it's DDR5, 6400.
Oh, I only looked for 62 first, 66,000.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm guessing the 6400, it may be 50.
It was the same price as, because it was either CL30 at 6,000 or CL32 at 6400. They were the same price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people are asking just stupid money.
Oh, Seal. Oh no, I looked at Seal 28 stuff.
Ah. Oh, here's my memory. Oh yeah, Walmart's got it for, this looks like the same thing, $469.99.
Yeah. Yeah, so about the same as we pay for it.
Yeah. It's like, God, if I would have known. It's one of those things, like, if I could go back a year, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to upgrade everything. And I'm going to save all the parts I pull out. And then I'll sell them in 6 months. And it'll pay for my upgrades.
Thinking about
just,
8
like,
terabyte hard drive, the thing costs $1,400 here. Is it an SSD for that price? Because 8 terabytes of for an HDD shouldn't be more than $400 or $500.
Yeah.
I paid $60 for my 2 terabyte drives.
Early last year, special for 190. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, God, I would have upgraded to like just something insane. Yeah. You know, like a 96 gig or something, and or 124 or whatever. I don't know. I would have just done some crazy upgrade.
I would have,
a year ago.
Would have bought 128 and then just keep 64 and sell the rest. Like, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have.
Big bank of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I just keep the 128 and just like, I'm just gonna have a system with 128 in it, and sell my old 32 in 6 months, and it'll be like the same. I probably wouldn't upgrade that much. I probably would have upgraded to like 64, just done a 64 swap, and then sold the 32 like 6 months later and come out ahead.
Yeah, but I would just buy bulk and keep 64 and sell 64.
And sell 64 by like a like
a 3 times margin.
Yeah.
So you have free memory.
And now on the video card, I don't know. It's not as. I mean, I still probably would have. I guess I could have upgraded the video as well. I mean,
Margins are
have
less
that big
so
of an
on
upgrade.
video cards.
Yeah.
Hello, Richard. Welcome. How are you doing today?
But they are affected by memory, right? So the fact that the memory's going up, then the video cards.
They eventually become more expensive.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if like how much my 4070 would be used, if it would be worth, if I could get much back.
I don't know.
I don't either. It's just like one of those things. It's like, had I had the foresight, you know.
Let me check. Yeah, 1400 is definitely too expensive for a spinner drive. Let me see. Because
yes.
Price was internal SSD. Oh, HDD.
What are we looking for? Oh, for storage.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently storage has shot up a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything is going insane.
It's crazy, except for CPU. And the thing is, like, I would expect CPUs to keep coming down because people aren't going to be able to afford the rest of the components, and so CPU sales will go down. So I would imagine the parts there would actually get cut in price because of the high cost of every other part of the system.
So Western Digital Red Plus, 12 terabyte, $320.
Is that a spinner or is that a?
It's a spinner. It's
That's
an old
not bad.
school platter drive. No, but she said 8 terabytes for 1400.
1400. Yeah, that seems like
That's
a lot.
insane. And you can almost buy it in another country and have it sent over. Okay, so we needed the goo, and now we need the canvas back.
So if we do a till.
I will admit, I have no idea what any of this means. I know is 8 terabytes is a lot of storage space considering my laptop only has 1. Yeah, it for bulk storage is not actually that much.
Yeah, there's a Western Digital 12 terabyte for 270.
Yeah, Western Digital Red, I'm guessing.
This is a blue.
Oh, it's a blue. Oh.
Yeah, there's a Red Pro for
Red
300.
is Pro.
Yeah, and then there's a gold for 300.
I don't know gold.
I don't know either. I've always bought black. Let's see, mine.
Black.
Well, my external is a black. I have no idea
buy
what's.
used SSDs. No, just don't buy used SSDs. Unless
Yeah, I don't think I'd buy used. I don't think I'd buy used storage ever.
Unless you can check the health of the drive before you buy it.
Yeah.
They don't let you check the health of the drive. Don't buy it. Because you have health drive like checkers for the health of an SSD. And if they do not let you check it, don't buy it.
Yeah.
8 terabyte small for a media server. I use refurbished for my server. My secondary PC has 4 2 terabyte spinners in there, simply because I wanted bulk storage for saving streams and stuff like recording. Never used it, but
yeah, I use my external for storing stuff. In fact, I need to move a bunch of stuff over to make room. I do that every once in a while. Move stuff off my main drive onto there and archive it.
Yeah, that would be smart. But
it's slow. It's a slow thing that you have to think about. And it's like, okay, what do I move? And yeah, but it's a lot more efficient than just like continuing to buy a bunch of drives. I mean, eventually I'll have to buy more drives, but I have it. I mean, it's there for that. I mean, that's what I use it for. That's why I have it.
You just get a NAS. Just get an expandable NAS and
that would be a thing.
As many drives as you want.
Could turn up my old PC, turn my old PC into that.
Yeah, that's very easy. And if it's an old PC with the 7700, I think that board has 6 SATA slots, 6 SATA connectors.
I don't have any idea how many it's got. I don't know. Let's see how much.
I know my 5600 had 6. My current one has 8 SSD connectors, or SATA connectors. Sorry. 24 terabyte plus 2 terabyte cache, and 2 18 terabyte for parity. Damn.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna go out. I gotta do dishes and laundry and stuff. So.
Are you leaving us already?
Real life stuff. Yep, I'm leaving.
How dare you? How could
I dare.
you leave us?
Just like this.
Have a good evening and a good night, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for hanging out and having fun with us.
It was fun.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Hey, everybody, have a good night.
Bye. How much do we have? 1. Well, that's not enough. 1. What? Son of a biscuit. What can I say? I'm a data hoarder. I hoard my data, but not on, like, in the server. I have, like, a stack of old drives just sitting in a corner. And when I swap out new drives, I just make the stack higher with the old drives. Unraid. I'm never sure what NAS software to use. They have so much nowadays, like FreeNAS and Unraid and whatever else. I never know what to use. I am not up to date with any of that these days, sadly. No, not camping. Wait, new? Blackburn, but that's the one with the, yeah, that's the one with, where is, oh, there we go. Oh, that's the one with every buff, like the Mothman nest, honey, and the pemmican. Okay, so now we need to craft Psycho, right? Yes. Pretty sure it was Psycho. Glow side, glow. Pick up Good Savvy for Quick Duper. Pick up Gunsmith for damage. Where's the camera? There we go. No, not eating. Temps. Psycho. Oh, I forgot the toxic soot flower. Yeah. using SSD as memory swap. Open Linux. That's still a thing, the SSDs on a RAM stick. That seems wholly inefficient. And we need this stuff. Black Bear Log. I have a ton of old mismatched guys. Is that the old drives filled? I replaced them with 16 terabyte drives. I have like I said, I bought 4 2 terabyte drives, and everything else is just mismatched. It's just whatever I had on hand. When I needed a new drive, I bought 1 new drive, or maybe 2, or whatever was affordable at that time. That was good enough. And I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I'm smart. Oh, smart. Son of a biscuit. What could be unequipped now? Shuffle side, back. Currently have 4 terabytes of SATA in my rig while I do this game, so I'm good. I have two terabyte SATA drive or M.2 drives, and then two 2 terabyte low storage, big spinning drive. And I record to the slow drives because that's quick enough, thankfully. At least I haven't run into any issues yet in recording to those drives. To salvage drives. Yeah, that works best. Cheapest. If you don't have the money to spend or don't want to spend the money, then that's the perfect way to go about it. There's a lot of salvage stuff to go about. And nowadays with all the software that you can get to check drive health and all that stuff, it's not much of a risk. Back in the old days, it was just plug it in and pray it keeps working. There we go. Xbox Cloud Gaming for Game Pass Ultimate for $30 a month and unlimited cloud storage. Don't lie, I'd pay $60 for Fallout 3 or New Vegas Master. I wouldn't pay $60. Not even a chance. Once past nothing. Exactly. But that's what I said. These days you have so much options with testing drives. It's very helpful. I've used salvage drives back in the day, and then I got one, and it would fail like 4 months later because it was a crappy salvage drive. But then I would still keep it because you can take out the discs and use the readers or the heads or the circuit board, and it was good enough. So why not? Okay, let's see. Should be okay. Are we going to be? Let's see, we did pick up a cul-de-sac, right? Yes. Do we get a pristine egg? We do not. Hurry now, children. You smell the musk in the air. Those blasted totems, they're always watching. Hey. Open. Wait, who's trying to shoot me? There you go. And there's no rat stack spawning. Well, that's cool. My original drives on my server were over 10 years old before they started to show wear, and that's 10 years of uptime. Good server drives, they will last. There we go, we finally have some rat stacks. Two more profits. Good, we'll have one over here. There we go. And now for 12 more rat stacks. We have, what, 2 spawned in. That's great. 2 is definitely enough to get to 12. Why are you stupid rat stacks running away? I'm only here to try and shoot you. Not gonna hurt you a lot, just a little. Damn it, out of range. Get back here, you bastard. One. Two. there's one over to my left. That's closer. Oh. Like, seriously, why are you inside? Fine. Six. There we go. And now you spawn in. Round stack. Bury them in the backyard, always. And if you are destroying the hard drives, don't forget, use a hammer, a magnet, and a drill. Good jams. Same jams as always, Bazooka. EDM playlist by Stream Beats. I love that playlist. Worked well with this game for me personally. Apparently I'm running low on ammo. That's not very good. Never runs it. And lose all the pyres as long as one survives. It's all good. Just go from pyre to pyre. Ow. Oops. There we go. Now you just need to keep this one alive and you're all good. Really, Mothman? Really? That's better. They can destroy that one, that's fine. Good. I should have paid attention to these guys. Good night, Blade. I'm off to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you very much, Blade. Thank you very much for hanging out and having fun with us. Hope you have a good night rest, and hope we'll catch you in the next one. No touchy. It's a bad cultist. No touchy. You're shooting. Oh, there you are. There you were. There we go. Now we have to spam this stupid thing. The most annoying part of soloing this. Flashing your own eyes with stupid emotes. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Now let's quickly redo all the buffs while we're at it. Bask in his infinite wisdom. I don't wanna. 30 or 24, 110 meat. Dang. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to drop some stuff. Okay, let's wrap some. Wrap all this stuff. I honestly don't know if I have the radium rifle fully unlocked on this one. Discord is barely Discord. It's mostly so I can visit people who put in the time to create their own, like Mr. T or Bethesda. I don't do much with my Discord. My Discord is for people from the Insanatorium to hang out, and for me to dump some stuff on every once in a while. But mostly, I am non-existent on Discord, personally. You can find me there, you can ping me there, but I'm usually not active. But you can always ping me there, and I will try to respond in a reasonable time period. At least try. Don't know if it's gonna work, but bazooka. Oops. Did I mute someone? No. Okay. Okay, what do we need to do? Collect 3 more medics. Really? Highway 10. Wait. We had the thing here in the Ash Cave. Wasn't there some stuff up, all the way up on the ramp in the Ash Cave? Hello, Nerd in Paradise. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? If you're doing well. Quantums, a cherry, and a normal. That's what you get. Wait, was that a bloody choo-choo? Yep, bloody choo-choo. Bash damage breaks lower. Eh. Where are all your sidekicks? I think they went to public servers where there's more active things going on. One, two, and we're done. You could have taken those medics out of your 8-box. I know, but that would be lazy, and I like to do it the hard way. I know that I can always resort to that type of stuff when I have to, but I prefer to collect things out in the world if I have a chance. For no other reason than just because I can. There should be 4 of them there. Yeah, I only needed 2 extras. I'm good. But I wanted to check if there's one up there. Hello, Jules. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. No! Son of a biscuit. I screwed myself. I screwed the pooch. Why does it feel like I'm going super slow if I'm in first person? Why can I suddenly not reach it? I know that I jetpacked up here on Tuesday. Red Rumble. Now I'm seeing shields too. Yeah, right? I saw them now in this chat for the first time too. Weren't there medics up here? No, 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 no. Ragnak the Barbarian, sure. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, and nope. Duplicating items. Nope, okay. I thought there were medics up here, but nope. BUC is here. This song makes me feel like I'm in a German club. Really? A German club, even? I don't know. Never been in a German club. So that's it. Done. Okay, good. Please craft ammo. Take a picture of Golden Crypt. Golden Crypt can't be that hard. Just go to Toxic Larry. Ask Stefan. Who's Stefan? Who's Stefan? Sad nobody said reminds him of a fight scene in John Wick. Do they have EDM in the music too? I don't know. I don't remember the music in that from that movie. I just know that it's a lot of shooting. Come on, show the glowing finales as active. There we go. Apparently, I missed an invite to CS Discord from last summer. Don't have to figure out what happened. You missed an invite from last summer, and you only just now figured that out. Shame, shame, shame. Pepper. Good. No scroll bits? What? There's always scroll bits there. Cannonball! Spice pepper. Aw, no salt at all. Darn it. Stefan is a character from SNL played by Bill Hader, who knows all the hottest clubs. Like New York's hottest Irish club of Two Church Mother. Okay. Can we get a 2-shot? Nope. We cannot get a 2-shot. No. Yeah, whatever. What was it? Ammo. So go to wait. I've done 12 headhunts today and I earned 1 glowing box mod. A glowing box mod. Alright. It's one of the new ones, right? Yeah, that's fine. Crap mod for ghouls. Yes, but still one of the new ones. Doesn't matter if it's crap or not. Rat from kill streak. Okay, now we need to take Duper for Savvy and damage. Anything that we can extra star in? Yeah, we can put an extra star in Demo Expert. Good enough. Oh, and we can take off. Take off down range. We can put in awareness. There we go. You know, glowing, giving glow. Well, I mean, a glowing bobblehead doesn't give me glow, so how would I know? Plus, I still can't go ghoul, so I can't even test it. Need Turtle's opinion? Yeah, no. Who else been keeping up with the monthly axolotl fishing? I missed a couple days, and I thought I had one character that still had everything, but apparently he also missed a couple. So I am no longer keeping up with it. I'm gonna get the new axolotl for this month, but I thought I was keeping up, but apparently I was doing worse than I thought.
Sometimes you just gotta try things out. My best recipes come from throwing random ingredients in the pot.
Mr. 3 server. Yeah, I'm guessing they're talking about the Discord. I had the new one in 4 cons. Nice. Cranberry bog and forest for the pink one this time. Okay. Hello, Obigon. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Bonk. There we go. Got what left? March, April, May? I don't know. Like, I think this one is the one that didn't do well with keeping up with it. Okay, I missed August, and I missed December, and I missed January on this account. And the other one, I missed one in the last 6 months. No, 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 no. Oh. He left if you started when it dropped. Okay. If you guys say so, I believe it. But I will need one in the end of the year, like somewhere between August and December on my other account as well. And this song makes me feel like I have an attention disorder, but you do. It's gonna be May. Isn't that a Backstreet Boys thingy? It's gonna be May. We need a 7,600 fish challenge. No, we don't. Not really. No. Which boy band was it? It's not May, but me, but it sounded like May more than me. At least in my ears. I forgot. No, the attention is What if it was for 7,600 atoms? And then I would already be done with the 7,600 fish. Or 7,600, not 6,700. But then I would already be done with the fish. This one is always frustrating. See? It's there, it's gone. So, funny enough, I guess I've already put in 24 hours into 76. As you should have. Where are you going, you coward? Never fish anymore unless it's for the 2 for a day. I don't fish much. Every once in a while I do jump in and just fish for fun. Usually just for like a couple fish. Here and there I toss in a challenge just because. pick up the challenge, the fishing daily, just because. But mostly, I'm just not fishing anymore. Not paying attention to any of it. I thought there was one over there. Maybe I already got it. Does that mean you're not a noob anymore? No, no, only when you're over 100 hours, right? You're like little. I have over 100 hours in this game. Good night, everyone. See you again soon. Have a good night, Angel. Thank you very much for hanging out and having fun with us. And thank you very, 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 very much for the 10 memberships gift. Hope you have a good night rest, and we'll catch you in the next one. Steam counts hours correctly, but remember we were on Bethesda launch for first year or so. Yeah, first 18 months, right? Coca-Cola. Did we pick up to take pictures in this area? I think we did. Whatever. Pick it up again. Coca-Cola. The most important stuff you can get. Apparently I didn't even pick up the easy one there. Kingdom tracker only tracks your time spent in Appalachia. Yes, and it rounds down. So 55 minutes means no time played. Doesn't count as an hour. 1 hour and 45 minutes counts as 1 hour. So it is horribly skewed. And indeed, loading screens and stuff do not count. Expeditions don't count, nope. We're not in Appalachia proper. Yeah, it's a very weird way of tracking time in the game. Where did you come from? Hello, Not Art. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Ow. No. Stop it. There we go. Penny. Deathclaw egg. Where's the other nest? Up here, right? Aww. Didn't have an egg in there. This one? Yes, this one has an egg. Yay! So since we didn't have the other one, did we get at least this suitcase? Looks like we did. Over here, right? Fourth wheel all by himself. Won't anybody join him? Oh lord! Doing okay, and you? So far, so good. Just randomly wobbling around and just trying to remember to do things, which usually doesn't work out right. Let's see, get some 45 and get some 50 cows. Eat a night on a white death bar. No, thank you. I don't want to be a knight on a death bar. Here we get... We didn't even get a stupid wanted poster. Darn it. Master Tuttle. Curious, we should be able to do that solo, but can we actually do that solo? Minerva Secret Service armor pieces and shielded lining for underarmor at the White Spring. Currently, yes. Imagine once you can equip shields. I'm not one of the people that is waiting for that. Do you know how often I use the shield in Skyrim? I can probably count it on one hand, because it's probably only once for like 5 minutes. You equip a shield in this game, it'll probably look like you're holding a clipboard, judging from the Vault-Tec rep. Yup. Yeah, skill is definitely different in this game compared to Skyrim. Bright Valdez upgraded to Night Valdez. Yes, but she will still be an Atlas, so it's still no help. Elder Valdez, still better than Elder Elijah. Or Father Elijah. Hello, Lanther. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Die, but otherwise good. How's it going? So far, so good. I haven't died yet in this one. Let's get these guys back to full health. Ow. Ow. And no, don't shoot the idiot. There we go. Come on, reload today would be nice. Without spoiling anything, have you seen the show's finale? I have. And I was pleasantly surprised. Come on, don't you dare crash now. There we go. Really? There we go. Come on, revive. Come on, we need at least one alive. Son of a... Michael Salesman. Really only 50? Why is it so low? There we go, that's good. No, that's not much better. What the hell? I think the snake oil salesman is some long lost courier. I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised by much that now that stuff. There we go. That took way too long, but we got there. Master title complete. Cannot have spoilers until season 3 begins. Back. This is a 5-stick gunshot. That was just bad aim. And if you're gonna shoot somebody, shoot him right. Because what is he carrying? He was carrying a suitcase, which is random fish oil crap. I don't think he ever had anything interesting otherwise than his weird outfit. He had his weird outfit and his suitcase. And he was way too freaky with chickens to be a courier. You think Thaddeus changed more? And Thaddeus is gonna be a blob. There's also a scene in season 2 that's just that. But the blob part or the chicken part? I thought that was in season 1. Mr. Chicken Porker is a courier. I don't remember seeing anything like that in the second season, but as we all know, my memory is not trustworthy. And the whole courier thing, snake oil salesman. I think he's just a regular scammer. Just a run-of-the-mill scammer like all the others in the wasteland. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because he's still alive and he's still kicking, still doing things. We'll see what happens in the next season. And I'm gonna laugh my ass off if Thaddeus is the first one to eat him. That's his first victim. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off if that's the case. Don't you know what he's turning into? Centaur. At least Thaddeus is turning into a centaur. You make love to one chick. I know, right? Yes, okay, good. Of course I know. I've played the Fallout game since the very first one, Eric. I've seen all of the games. I've seen all of the weird creatures. Including the floaters from of old. The is it cannot be based on Fallout 1 or 2 logic. Nope, it cannot. Not the master's work. Doesn't have to be a centaur. No, it could be other things. Could be a alley, but I'm guessing it's a centaur. Simply because of the extra mouth. The centaurs have multiple chewing holes. And centaurs lose their arms. So it makes sense if it would be a centaur. But we'll see what happens with him. Why do I hear like something trying to chainsaw me every step? One, two. See, there should be one more. Huh. Alright, right. I thought there were two on this counter. Nope. Apparently, I just remembered. Could have got something. Wait. No, because this is like the 4th or 5th time I checked. It's this collection of 5 every time. Cannot wait to see more of Ron Perlman. I cannot wait to see what they will do with him. He better say war never changes. If he does not say that at any point, oh, stinky trash cans. What are you doing? Life. Call to your freedom. Oh, they split up. Oh, they split up. War is coming, better not take as long as it took winter to come. War is coming, but what they're gonna do with it, that's the question. Westeros has pretty long seasons. I don't know what that means. You are a knight of the summer, you would understand. Ah, okay. It's the name of the part of the world in Game of Thrones where they fight ice. Ah, okay. I've never watched anything of Game of Thrones, so nope, I would definitely not understand. This whole thing, there's a border wall. Will they do Liberty Prime justice? They better. He better be tossing nukes all around. If he doesn't, there's gonna be riots. It said prototype Liberty Prime. Yeah, but Liberty Prime has always been a prototype because he's the first and only one of his kind. It's a great wall. Best wall you've ever seen. And who's gonna pay for the wall? It's not gonna be us. Accordion enhancing tactic. It's schematics for the prototype, but it won't be the first, obviously. There are two Liberty Primes, technically. Yes, one that's never been constructed and one that's in production. Or one that's in production, like under the Pentagon, like the Citadel in Fallout 3. And then one that's being built somewhere other, I don't remember where, that they never actually finished. But there was only one functional Liberty Prime pre-war. The 1 in 4. The 1 in 4 is the reconstructed one of Broken Steel of the. Oh, hi. How you doing? Ow. Oh no, if they hired him, I would have like, just simply not watched anything of it. Like nothing. Not a single second. Well, that has nothing to do with this current run at it, but the first run was already awful, and his past what, like 30 years have been awful. No, just no. I also thought it was an absolute game that he was in Home Alone. Like, it took so much away from the film, in my opinion, in terms of credibility. Phew. Okay. But we are definitely going to have to watch the film. Have you seen my film? It's the best film that you've ever seen. So the US president is part of the Enclave, right? Yes. Enclave is a fascist government. I don't see much of a difference. Hello, girl. Hello. Yeah, the Enclave is made out of the upper echelons of the current US government. A deep state government, if you will. Yeah. Giggity. Deep state government swamp. Is a deep state government swamp. Poor Cooper Howard just wanted to drain the swamp. Every accusation is a confession. Yup. That's the case with pretty much all of politicians. Not just the politicians in the States. Same thing with the politicians in our country too. They are equally horrible and awful people. Only are there for their own pockets, nothing else. Hey, is this not a thing that we can open? Why is this not a thing that we can open? Playing the other side, so when you do it, seems normal. Exactly. Well, this is the one we tried to go into photo mode, right? Last time. Tried to enter the door here. Didn't work. Oh, poor little Timmy. He fell in the well. Did they ever actually tell us to push the button? Not yet. And in the Fallout lore as we know it to this day, in all the games and everything, there is no conclusive answer. Originally, Tin Kane's non-canon thought was China, yes, but that was his brainworm thinking, like how he would resolve the story. But it always made more sense to me. It would be one of the companies. MedTech, Westtech, Voltech, Robco. Oh no, I know. He did all those papers and stories after the fact. Voltech makes the most sense to me with Robco. Yep. Okay. That's what I think too. I'm guessing it's just Robco and Voltech so they can do their experiment. This house has too many fingers and too many pockets. Plus, the Enclave itself is directly involved with all of it as well. Also, in the old games and old storylines, they were already all involved with everything. So that makes sense to connect it to Voltech. The real experiment, spoiler! The real experiment is if you ever get out of the vault or not, right? Iguana on a stick. Have you ever seen an iguana in the wasteland? Ask Iguana Bob. So why is Canada bad? Are they all common? No, they had resources that the USA wanted in the resource war. And Canada didn't want to share because they needed the resources for themselves. So States invaded. And that's not the story from the scenes for the TV show, that's in-game story stuff. Game lore, exactly. Isn't there one here somewhere? Canada was annexed by the US. There's a loading screen at the that shows a map. Yep. And in the in the what's the thing called? The Pentagon, but in Fallout 3. There is a terminal that explains a little bit why they went into Canada. Season is over now. If you haven't gotten it and binged, then I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did I never go exploring upstairs on this one? Well, I don't know what the spoiler rules are. Whatever I feel like they are on that moment. Don't go into too much detail, but you can talk about it. Just leave it vague enough, it'll be fine. And if you want to talk spoilers about anything, talk about the games. There's plenty of game lore that we've been collecting for 30 years. Ebony Harper is a babe. I mean, she's got an eye patch. Shows she's a pirate. Arg, mate. One eye would still work. Just saying. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have too much issues with that. But not with the personality she's showing in the show. That's a bit too out there for me. I like him crazy, but not that crazy. Does that mean the baby? The baby. The baby, 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 baby. Atom bomb, baby. I don't think I've ever explored the upstairs with this one. Atom bomb, baby. They're gossiping on the Discord. They're gossiping on the Discord. Quick. It's the voice borders. Oh, I know. It's such a shame that we can't use this. Go down. Whee! I would definitely go down that, like, slide thing, whatever it's called in English. Luge? Zipline, that works. Yep. I would definitely go down there. The soapbox, that worked too. But it's a bit of a fall. Ow. Got my head. Speaking of wheels, have you seen the liveries for the new cars? I have not. I have not watched any of the coverage for this weekend yet. And I even saw that they did an Aston did showcase thingy. I've not even watched that yet. Isn't it next coming week that they have all the testing in Abu Dhabi? Or is it this week? We literally just been there. You don't need any toothpaste. And he makes it all. Where the ball? Oh, there the ball. Shoot. There it goes. There it goes. Whee! Another one. Riding shotgun chair. I didn't know the event had chairs. So we've been there. Day tripper. Sounds like fun. Come on, holster. Thank you. Been there, been there, been there. I've not been here. Capstash is long. You don't see those very often. Oh look, I can move again. Have we been in here? Yes, but not down here. Okay. Let's just stepping stool to go down. Okay. Press Control Alt Shift plus W in any Discord window. Speaking of wheels. Control Alt Shift W. Why? What does that do? Does that leave the Discord server? Absolutely all disputes must be settled here. Strictly no weapons. Oh, Fight Club? That's taken here. Fight Club! I didn't know there were weights here. Yeah. It's a boxing ring. Cool. First time I've seen this. Fisticuffs. Them's fighting words. There's 5 soap there if you're on a private server. Another suitcase, another astoundingly awesome Tales number 8. Eviction notice. There was one in this room. No? Thought there was one up here too. Okay. And the ladder. If I've not explored the exterior of this one, I'm also guessing I've not checked the interior properly. Thought there was one here too. Ducted. We push you off? No. Purified water. No. Nope. And more. Nope. And there, we check there. Another bench. Ash caves that way. Is there no entrance on this side? There is. Who are we fighting? Nobody, but we were in a boxing ring. If we didn't check up upstairs, then we probably didn't check properly downstairs. That's like Moose's house. Inaccessible. Why is it inaccessible? That's not nice. So he doesn't have a case. Okay. And then that's for the quest line. I know, but I was hoping that we could find a case there.
Might be rough around the edges here, but you're welcome.
Like I said, if I didn't explore upstairs properly, then I probably haven't explored downstairs properly either. I know we took a picture of that creepy baby in the toilet, but I don't remember on which account. Fertilizer. More fertilizer. More oil. Chicken nuggets. Fusion core. Fusion. Pressure nuggets. Oh, they're bigger nuggets. Sure. Okay. Food buffs are about to expire. There we go. Cleans up a lot better. Blue, you need the code to open the door. I had to change the code on the storage container. OPEN 1867. One, 867. I am 99.99999% sure that I didn't get this suitcase on my other account. First time that I've seen this code. At least I think it's the first time I've seen this code. Happy. That's the loan shark. Does the loan shark have a case? I literally don't remember. No, yeah, a ton of crap. But if you want to roll a drill, there's a bunch of drills there. Ha 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 ha. Coda. Amane. No suitcase? Oh, no suitcase. There's something there? No. Oh, it's these maglock doors. Okay. Can I not get out now? Well, that's just silly. Get in there, but you cannot get out. medics. Okay, I am sure that I didn't check with this account at all. Gimme. Oh. I may. Nothing there. More medic. Not that we need more, but got more. Dude, basically just check there. Don't waste my time, then get out of the way. Oh, no. Okay. Do you have anything useful? You do not. I have not even collected the 76 that I need for the first one. The first weapon unlocked. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Or nothing. Or nothing. Nothing. But no suitcase. Cement, still no suitcase. Garden gnome back there. Okay.
Heard it's green over the river.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Nothing there. Or nothing. For calibrated shock mod. That makes sense to be there and randomly lying about. Finish cycle. Lots of chance for looting stuff from the first aid kits and stuff. No. Teddy bear on the wrapper. Came from there. Monster. Oh, Windy's place. Windy had one, right? Already looted. Maybe Lindy didn't have one. You got 459 gold. That's not enough. Yay, now I got a little bit more. Mac, what you got? Yeah. More nothing. And more nothing. There we go. And bought your stuff, right? Good. Got nothing. You got nothing. Does have 3 medics. So if you only need 3, you can always check that vendor. So we searched high and low. And we got a few more cases. How far along are we now? 67. So that's like 20, almost 30 behind the other one. Big tall. Another big tall. Are you just hunting briefcases? Another addictal. And not really hunting? Another addictal. But I noticed that I had a couple of them still around this area. So I'm like, I might as well go check if I looted all of them or none of them in the highway town. So I went below and up on the ramparts on the highway overpass. Now the interior. And now I'm pretty sure that I got most of them, if not all of them. So I'm satisfied with that search result. So with that, I'm gonna say that was enough hunting for me for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope everybody had as much fun as I did while playing. We will hopefully be back with more Outer Worlds 2 tomorrow and continue the craziness in there. For now, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have fun with whatever you're doing. Have a fantastic day or night and hope to see you all next time. Bye everyone.